It's my first morning in Buenos Aires, Argentina. My neighbor, I'm on a 7th floor balcony. My neighbor has a beautiful garden there, and these sway in the wind and come right over the balcony. So they've been here a long time. And it is one of the older neighborhoods. And so last night I went to a sort of an older place. First hours in Buenos Aires. Big surprise. I'm all that. I'm excited to be familiar with Rodi Bar. It's a pretty cool place. Look at the size of this it's massive tower. I didn't make any request for how it should be cooked. And yeah, this is with the champignon and the potatoes, which is just down the street. I didn't feel like exploring. I'm not physically exhausted at this point, but I am very much intellectually exhausted. Because my Spanish was poor when I arrived. It's barely gotten better since I've been here. And I'm listening, spending so much energy trying to listen so I can get the idioma, Each place has a slightly different. Here, the je is even more crazy. Last night, para chevar, because I ordered a meal and the steak was so massive that medio portion would have been enough, So I took the second half of it, brought it back, and then tried to find the Spurs game last night, but I couldn't, and they won, they beat Detroit, and Victor had an incredible night from what I can tell. I couldn't believe it. I was looking at the box. Because of that, I don't have ESPN on the phone. I'm not really looking at North American sports, but I'm obviously still glued to the Spurs because we've been on this ride this year that's just... We've gone from the cellar of the Western Conference to being legitimate contenders, and Victor is flowering in this perfect way. It almost seems like he's like, I just want certain things to be around me, and then all I want to do is win, so I'll just give you exactly what is required from my height, and meanwhile we'll play like a team, and the team defense will be anchored by my blocks and steals. He's going to lead the league in stocks. He's going to lead the league in some categories here, and for the first time I think I believe that Victor Wembanyama could be the MVP. That's the first time I've said that. To this moment I thought it was Jokic. SGA would agree, but there's other guys on that team, and they play team ball, they play team defense. Spurs MVP is Team D, as I've said since 1990 or something. And that Oklahoma City team is built like that. I thought Jokic for a long part of the season. But now it's starting to be clear that it's Victor, which means Defensive Player of the Year and MVP are legitimate cheers. I often tell people to temper it when they're doing MVP in November or whatever. Like, hey, we don't even know if he's going to play enough games to qualify, right? But with 20 games to play in the NBA, the Spurs are at 45 and 17. I was hoping a plane would come live. The airport is there. A little while ago, I got this sweet view of a jet